Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Star Breakfast News on your Simply the Best dial. Apologies for the late start. It was due to a technical challenge. I am Nurein Abass. Let's begin with the headlines. And coming up this morning, Labour analyst and member of the Pension Act Draft Committee, Austin Game, pushes for a reduction of the executive's representation on the Senate board. Also coming up, Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia reiterates government's commitment to providing decent job opportunities for the marginalized in the society. And later in the bulletin, the coalition of aggrieved customers of Men's Gold vowed to resist attempts to auction properties of the defunct firm. Details of these stories are coming up shortly, but first let's remind you of our news affiliates.
Star News is coming to you live on Ultimate 106.9 FM in Kumasi, Empire 102.7 FM in Takrady, Zeps 95.9 FM in Zebila, Nissim 100.1 FM in Lamshao, My Star Radio in the USA. Also live on Facebook on Star 1035 FM and on starfm.com.gh around the world. This is Star 103.5 FM. Star News. Informed, in depth, in touch.
Many thanks to you for choosing Star News. I am Nurein Abass. Now, Labour analyst and member of the Pension Act Draft Committee, Austin Game, is pushing for a reduction in the executive's composition on the Social Security and National Insurance Trust Board. The call comes at a time when the Trades Union Congress has also emphasized the need for majority representation on the Senate board to influence key decisions regarding the investment of pension funds. Currently, Organized Labour has 4 representatives out of the 12 members of the board and can easily be outnumbered on critical issues. Now, Organized Labour, which is demanding the immediate cancellation of the ongoing processes for the sale of a 60% stake in some 4 Senate hotels to our Greek Minister Dr. Brian Champon, has come under scrutiny for not being proactive about the deal. Speaking to GH1 and Star News, Austin Game said Labour must have majority representation on the board to direct the calls of SNIT since they are the key contributors to the fund. Let's have a listen to Austin Game.
SNIT, when we examined their books, we recognized that what ILO said recently was just exactly so. Even by 2007, we knew something was wrong, and we didn't want to embarrass the public. We didn't want SNIT to go down the drain. Our assumption has been that things will change for the better for all of us. Follow it gradually. Now, where we are, let me be very blunt with you. The presidency should, to me, not have more than 3 people on that board, because the president is not the owner of the money. The money does not belong to the state, but as a state, the state should have interest in the safety of such facilities. So I think that is the first error.
Now, Austin Game also asked Organized Labour to ensure the appointment of people who have a full grasp of management of investment portfolios, such as SNIT.
Organized Labour should ensure that they find people who have the capacity and the real, genuine capability of managing an investment portfolio, such a huge thing like that of SNIT, so that they can be accounting to them and for all of us. Therefore, in this particular case, it does appear they demanded accountability, they demanded certain things, but it was not given to them, and that is why they are resisting. The information is that the accountability and responsibility aspect of this particular sale has not been done transparently in a manner in which, in their opinion, should be the case. hence the resistance.
You had Labour analyst and member of the Pension Act Draft Committee, Austin Game. Let's bring you more stories this morning. Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has reiterated government's commitment to providing decent job opportunities for the marginalized in society. He disclosed this when he commissioned an ultra-modern skills development center and hostel facility to equip headquarters, popularly known as Kayaye, for decent job opportunities for sustainable livelihoods. The initiative under the Kayaye Empowerment Program, spearheaded by the Youth Employment Agency, is aimed at housing about 5,000 young men and girls and training them in beading and jewelry, soap and detergent making, makeup artistry, I beg your pardon, pedicure, manicure, amongst others. Will bring you the insert to the story in subsequent bulletins. Now, the coalition of aggrieved customers of Men's Gold have vowed to resist attempts to auction properties of the defunct firm. It follows an advertisement of the auction in one of the national dailies. Reacting to the development, PRO for the coalition of aggrieved customers of Men's Gold says the auction flies in the face of the ongoing case in court and threatens any means of them recouping their investment, hence the vow to stop the auction.
For 5 years, this gentleman has not been able to pay us, so our hopes are on this asset. Even the gold that were frozen, that we were aware that the gold were frozen by the state. At the last sitting in court, it came to light that he managed to retrieve the gold even from the security agency. And that one, we are serving notice on this one. We shall do everything within our power to ensure that this auction will not see the light of day. Even if we will have to personally go to the Supreme Court, we shall do that. And so I'm calling on all customers across the country to be alert, because we shall do everything within our power to stop the sale of this property.
Now, in more news this morning, Deputy Chairperson of the Electoral Commission in charge of Operation Samuel Tete has disclosed a total of 7,821 persons who have registered in the voter registration exercise have had eligibility challenges so far. Addressing a press conference, the Commission also revealed a total of 520,025 eligible voters have been registered as of day 13 of the ongoing voter registration exercise.
With the restriction of minors, foreigners, and persons who are suspected not to reside in the areas where they have registered. So the challenge cases, the total number of challenge cases, Greater Accra, we have a total of 1,348, that one also representing 1.81%. Northeast, 19, representing 0.13%. Upper East, 190, representing 0.94%. So the total number of challenge cases adds up to 7,821.
You had a Deputy Chairperson of the Electoral Commission in charge of Operation Samuel Tete. Well, that's it for the breakfast news this morning. There's more news when you log on to starfm.com.gh. I am Nurein Abass. Next on your radio is Francis Aban and the sports team, and then Morning Star begins.